What's up, everybody? My name is ASHWI the First, and as a wedding singer for over 2 decades, I'm going to give you my insight into the top 10 best wedding songs, first dance songs. Now, if you don't know what a first dance song is, when you're getting married, you have your groom, you have your bride, and you're choosing that first song to dance to after the grand entrance. You're announced for the first time as husband and wife, introducing Mr. and Mrs. Boom. You walk out there, you're in the middle of the dance floor surrounded by friends and family. Everyone's up on their feet cheering you on, and you do your first dance together. And here are the top 10 first dance songs. Let's get into it.
ASHWI the First. Yeah.
So we're not going to go in any particular order. We're going to do 1 through 10, but as far as where they rank, that's up to each individual. But for me, I'm going to start with number 1. And most of these songs, if not all of them, I've sung at weddings as first dance songs, which bride and grooms often choose. Number 1, All of Me by John Legend. That's a definite go-to for a bride and a groom to dance to in the middle of the floor. The lyrics, they're powerful, they're amazing. It's a beautiful song to have a wedding to. So All of Me is a song that talks about giving your all to your partner, giving your all to your spouse from this moment moving forward, forever and a day. So that's a great song. Number 2, Perfect by Ed Sheeran. I know we've heard that song a lot on the radio the last few years, but those lyrics align with what a lot of brides and grooms, couples experience in their journey to the altar. No matter your flaws, no matter what you've been through, what you're experiencing, you are perfect. And this song is definitely a top choice for a bride and a groom for their first dance. So Perfect is a perfect song for a first dance for a bride and groom. The lyrics are really just at the top of the list when it comes to first dances for a bride and a groom, because it really just puts everything in one song of emotions, feelings, what you're going through now and what you will go through in the future. But together you're perfect. Together you'll be there for each other forever. So that's number 2. Number 3, I've sung this song a few times at many weddings. It's from Coldplay's Yellow. A song like that really talks about everything you do, the world responds. It's a groom talking to his wife, and he's like, the stars shine for you. Your skin is beautiful. The world is just in awe of you. So the song Yellow by Coldplay is top 3 for me. The lyrics are about love. The lyrics are about just the world acknowledging your beauty. I acknowledge your beauty, but look at the stars. They shine for you. That right there, that's amazing to me, those lyrics alone. So that's number 3 on my list. Number 4, for the top 10 first dance songs for your wedding day. Frankie Valli, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. And the lyrics are simple. They're simple, they're straight to the point. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just too good to be true. I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. Like, those lyrics are they're so inspirational because they're so simple. It's just simply him saying, you're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. Those lyrics are simple. It's not difficult to understand. No matter what you decide your wedding vows are going to be to your spouse, at the end of the day, it boils down to You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. Frankie Valli, beautiful song. Definitely should be on your list as it is on mine. Number 5. This song has been around for a while, and it's a beautiful song by Christina Perri called 1,000 Years. If you haven't heard that song, you should definitely listen to it. And the lyrics of the song, the vibe of the song is pretty much like, I will love you for 1,000 years and 1,000 more. It's very simple. The words are very simple. It's straight to the point. I love you and I will love you for 1,000 years and 1,000 more. No matter what happens in this lifetime or the next, it's me and you, ride or die, forever. That part isn't the lyrics, but you get what I'm saying. So 1,000 Years by Christina Perri. It's a great song. Give it a listen. That's my number 5. Here's number 6. What a Wonderful World, Louis Armstrong. I see skies of blue, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. This song is usually chosen by brides and grooms who have parents or grandparents at their wedding, and they kind of connect with that more old school vibe, that not too heavy on instruments, but more leaning towards what the lyrics are saying. And it's about the love you have for each other. It's still a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow beautiful in the sky. They're also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? The lyrics are just, they're full of love, they're full of life, and it's a great song. The love we share makes the world more beautiful than what it is, And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. That song really comes around when, there's when you have your grandparents or your parents around and they're from that era of music. So that song is chosen a lot. So that's number 6, Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. Number 7, what do we got? Number 7 is a beautiful song by Sam Smith called Latch. So Latch is a song that when I first heard it, it was more upbeat, it was more club. But the song lyrics of Latch are about being so connected to someone that you're latching onto them. And there's an acoustic version that I've done at weddings that's really requested a lot. And it's also done by Sam Smith. Check that out. Listen to it. It's highly requested. It's a beautiful song. It's about latching onto someone. You love them so much that you feel so connected that you latch onto them. You latch on to their love. So that's another song that's really requested highly when it comes to first dances for weddings. Number 8, Frank Sinatra, The Way You Look Tonight. That song has been around for God knows how long. It's been around for a very long time. It's highly requested. The Way You Look Tonight, Frank Sinatra. People love that song. And when it's done and done right, you can bring tears to someone's eyes. So the bride and the groom often request that song as a part of their first songs, their first dance. So that's another one. If you're considering what songs to choose as far as your first dance for your big day, Frank Sinatra is definitely on there with The Way You Look Tonight. Everything by one of my favorite artists in the whole world, Michael Bublé. It talks about you're a falling star, you're a getaway car, you're the line in the sand when I go too far. But you play it coy, and that's kind of cute. Because when you smile at me, you know exactly what you do. Baby, don't pretend you don't know it's true. Because you can see it when I look at you. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you, it's you. You make me sing your every line, your every word, your everything. That song by Michael Bublé, Everything, is amazing. It's perfect. It's incredible. Because it's really telling the one you love, you're everything. You are the line in the sand when I go too far. You're the roller coaster in my life. You're just my everything. He gives a description of these things going on in the world, these things going on in life, but you're the one to reel me back because you are my everything. That's another one. If you're deciding what songs to choose for your first dance, I would definitely go with Michael Bublé, Everything. Number 10 on the top 10 wedding songs to choose for your first dance. Marry Me by Bruno Mars. It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something fun to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. And it's very upbeat. It'll have the crowd going. It'll have the energy in the room very high, very lifted. And that would make people really have a good time in the beginning when you're entering the dance space, when you're entering the reception area and you're surrounded by your friends and family. Marry Me is definitely on there on my list of the top 10 wedding songs for your first dance. So these are the top 10 songs for your first wedding dance. If you're considering what songs you should choose, what would sound good, what would the vibe be, what the lyrics represent, and how that would really represent your love on your big day. If you would like to reach out to me, link is in the description, ASHWIEentertainment.com. If you would like to hire me and my band, feel free to do so. Reach out to us. And my name is ASHWI the First, and I'm your wedding singer.
ASHWI the First. Yeah. Yeah.